This is Menkari Australia. Breaking news.
This is Menkari News Australia, and we're following breaking developments tonight out of Washington, D.C. Sarah Beckstrom, a 20-year-old National Guard member from West Virginia, has died after being shot in what authorities are calling a targeted ambush near the White House on Wednesday. President Trump confirmed her death just hours ago, making the story even more devastating for a nation already shaken by the attack.
To speak with so many incredible members of the U.S. military and to wish all of you a very happy Thanksgiving. Before we begin, I want to express the anguish and the horror of our entire nation at the terrorist attack yesterday in our nation's capital, in which a savage monster gunned down two service members in the West Virginia National Guard who were deployed as part of the DC task force, which has done such an incredible job. I mean, until yesterday, we literally had no incidents for many months. It was the safest place imaginable, and this is a different kind of crime. This is a really bad crime. Millions of Americans are praying for those heroes and their families, and I must unfortunately tell you that just seconds before I went on, right now, I heard that Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person, started service in June of 2023, outstanding in every way. She's just passed away. She's no longer with us. She's looking down at us right now. Her parents are with her.
This is a developing
It's
story.
just happened. She was savagely attacked. She's dead. She's now with us. Incredible person. Outstanding in every single way, in every department. Just horrible.
Here's what we know right now. Beckstrom was one of two National Guard members shot in the attack. The other victim, 24-year-old Andrew Wolfe, is still fighting for his life, according to the president. Both served with the West Virginia National Guard, deployed to Washington as part of Trump's crime-fighting mission in the Capitol. Authorities have identified the suspect as Rahmanullah Lakanwal, a 29-year-old Afghan national who came to the U.S. in 2021 under a resettlement program for Afghans who worked with U.S. forces. FBI Director Kash Patel confirmed the agency is investigating this as an act of terrorism. U.S. Attorney Janine Perot described it as an ambush-style attack. Lakanwal allegedly drove across the country from Washington state with a .357 revolver, fired at one Guard member twice, then turned to the second. Other National Guard members at the scene engaged and neutralized the suspect. To put this in perspective, Lakanwal was part of a resettlement program that brought roughly 76,000 Afghans to the U.S. after the fall of Kabul in 2021. Many worked as interpreters, translators, or alongside CIA-backed military units during the war. Lakanwal himself worked with one of those units, a GPS specialist and team leader, according to a former official. He was granted asylum in April this year under the Trump administration and had been living in Washington state with his wife and 5 children. Officials say they have no motive yet, but believe he acted alone. The program has been praised by supporters who say candidates were extensively vetted, but it's also drawn intense criticism from Trump and Republicans who argue there were gaps in the process. And now, this attack is being used as justification for a sweeping review. Trump said Wednesday, "We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden." U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services has already stopped processing all immigration requests from Afghan nationals. The Department of Homeland Security is expanding that to include a review of all asylum cases approved under Biden. The human cost here is devastating. Sarah Beckstrom's father told the New York Times earlier Thursday that he was holding her hands in the hospital. "She has a mortal wound. It's not going to be a recovery," he said. West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey confirmed her death, saying she served with courage, extraordinary resolve, and an unwavering sense of duty. Beckstrom entered service in June 2023. She was from Webster Springs, West Virginia. Leaders around the world are expressing concern, but this tragedy is also fueling an immigration debate that's become deeply political. Trump announced he's sending 500 more National Guard troops to D.C., even as a federal judge ordered an end to the deployment last week. The directive has been paused for 21 days to allow for appeal. Lakanwal is being charged with 3 counts of assault with intent to kill while armed and possession of a firearm during a crime of violence. If the victims don't survive, prosecutors say those charges could be upgraded to first-degree murder. Investigators have executed search warrants in Washington State and San Diego, and the FBI is still working to establish a motive. We'll keep monitoring this story and bring you verified updates as they come in. For Sarah Beckstrom, Andrew Wolfe, and their families, this is a moment of unimaginable grief. I'm Michelle Bada, and this is Minchari News, Australia.
You've been listening to Flashwire, powered by redmankari.com, where facts still matter and stories still mean something. If you believe in independent journalism with impact, hit subscribe and share this episode. Your support keeps truth alive.
Breaking. Verified. Australian. When the story breaks, we don't wait. We verify, explain, and bring you the facts straight from the source.
Now, Optus has clearly failed here. Optus have failed to put safety first.
Company Optus and its parent company Singtel offer commercial.
Discussions based as friends and trusting. And part of our discussions, informally as well as
the whole
formally,
world came
has
together,
been
to be honest. So many countries that you wouldn't have even thought of it, they came together. The world has come together.
Now, we do need to draw a line in the sand when it comes to the protests that we continue to see in this country.
The Flashwire is your rapid response breaking news podcast, a stripped down, adrenaline-paced bulletin that drops minutes after major stories break. It's designed for listeners who want accuracy and speed, not noise. Think of it as the audio equivalent of a newsroom's red alert light turning on. Each episode runs under 5 minutes, short enough to drop between scrolls, but packed with verified updates, eyewitness info, expert sound bites, and a forward look at what happens next. No spin. No filler. Just what you need to know and what comes next.